You're listening to Season 1 of By Shawneda, Natural Sisters novella, My Crowning Glory, Chapter 10. Nothing calmed me after I heard them talk about Janie. Until I had the realization nothing I did with my hair changed their desire to keep her from her promotion. My hair could be dyed blonde, and they would still want to block her progress. I saw no point in both of us being miserable about people's attempts to keep her from what she wanted. No need for me to walk around with a burnt scalp and limp hair because it might help her. Portia's face lit up my phone. I pressed accept. Hey, Portia, on the way home to change now. I've had a day, so be ready to sweat through your clothes. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise. You had another heart-to-heart with your boss. The soft thump of bass played in the background. No, I think my godmother got to her and my parents. They've laid off me about changing my mind on going natural. I'm glad. The need to defend my right to decide what to do with my hair to them every other week was becoming irritating. The only person still in denial is Wilson, and he'll get over it soon, I think. I eased off the gas to let a car into the space in front of me. That is the Anisa I know. Thought I was going to have to do a hairvention to get you back on track. We're too old for this, Anisa. What were they saying about Janie that has you so riled up? Apparently, they are reluctant to let the good old boy system die and are hell-bent on getting her to make some major screw-up happen. One of them alluded to getting into the heads of her last two fellows, but they weren't sure how to get to me. They said the fact I don't look like the others and am content not to become part of the office social infrastructure made me easier to crack. My laugh sounded demented, even to me. You're freaking me out a little, Anissa. I'm freaking myself out. It makes no sense whatsoever for them to be plotting against someone trying to do the exact thing they're supposed to be doing, which is help the public. They shouldn't be trying to get someone to fail on purpose. What way does that impact public health? So these last two disappointing fellows that have Janie questioning her decision to help more African Americans or minorities come into the agency were tampered with because they followed all that network and get to know your coworker spiel they give us in our professional classes. A man in a silver Benz tried to get my attention in the lane next to me. So what are you going to do? FHF is part of your plan. You're the only person I know who actually did what they wanted to do when they were in school. Don't let those people change your mind. Portia mumbled the lines to a rap song playing in the background. Oh, I'm not going anywhere, except anger management if I don't calm down and be happy going natural. All this time, I've been spending trying to please everyone and change something about myself that is no one else's business. These crazy old people are just shifting their issues around in some non-existent competition for some job they aren't even eligible to apply for until they move 2 more pay grades. It's crazy. My foot left off the brake so I could inch forward out of the field of vision of the creepy old guy in the Benz. Now you really sound like my girl. Don't let those people upset you. Just focus on what you have wanted to do since the 8th grade. Help people get healthy without touching body fluids. I'm sure it will all work itself out, including when you're going to change your hair. Portia's horn sounded. These Atlanta people need to stay out of Macon until they learn how to drive. I hate when I see any tag from DeKalb, Cobb, or Fulton County. Ugh. You crazy. Well, I'm almost home. I'm going to change. I'll be there to pick you up first. You hear from Zoe and Ebony? Yes, Zoe is over Ebbs. We have to drop a little bit over her daddy house because they're arguing again, and he hates Zoe, so you or I have to take her in the house. Portia huffed. You ever think about leaving Macon? I mean, you could be part of the FHF anywhere. Doesn't this all get old sometimes? Yeah, it does, but I'm not leaving until I have a reason and somewhere better to go. I mean, Macon isn't perfect, but it's home, you know? Thoughts of moving out west or up east danced around my imagination more times than I admitted to most people. Even Portia. The longest I'd been away from my parents was 2 weeks for an honor student event with more rules and lockdown tighter than my father implemented the moment my breast appeared. Right, I know, but I still think about it. Portia cleared her throat. Text me when you're outside. I'm going to finish my look. I have to roll out looking extra fly. We don't all have a good man on sideline. Bye. Bye. Beyonce's If I Were a Boy bumped in the background as Zoe and Ebony laughed in the back seat. Brianna bobbed her head to the beat in the rear passenger seat. We shared a wink as I pulled up into the driveway outside her dad's house. Portia unbuckled her seatbelt with a sigh. You breathing all right? Zoe clucked her tongue. Don't start tonight, Zoe. It's been a long day. Some of us have taxing jobs and aren't in the mood for drama after hours. I leaned my head back. So, dropping off your goddaughter is drama now? Ebony crossed her arms. No. Listening to Zoe pop off out of the side of her neck is drama. And I'm not in the mood for it tonight. I want to go to the club, dance, and sweat. Stuff my face full of crap at the nearest diner afterwards, go home, and pass out. Anyone who stands in my way is going to get checked. Hard. My goddaughter giggled as I stuck my tongue out at her. Portia unfastened Brianna's seatbelt and removed her booster seat. The car was so quiet, I thought I could hear 2 crickets arguing in the grass. 2 girls from a house up the street where it is rumored Ebony and Raheem's relationship died walked by the car. One wore a cute babysat outfit, hair weaved down to her butt. The other girl rocked a tight and curly afro braided into the cutest mohawk I'd seen outside the hair show. You see that crap? First time I've ever seen someone try to look like a rapper and a rock star in the same hairstyle. Who does that? I mean, the color is whack, and her braids look like a 4th grader did them. Raheem must be blind and stupid. Zoe smacked her lips. That isn't the girl. He slept with the other one with the Aphrodite weave. But I agree. Her friend's hair looks confused. I mean, who does she think she is? Normal people don't wear Afro hawks. Ebony chuckled. All my patience for people and their opinions about natural hairstyles must have built up to that moment, because I don't remember the first half of what I said, but I'm sure I used more profanity in those few minutes than I'd used my entire life. They were mortified by the time I took my first breath. Ain't no need for you to talk to us like that. We're entitled to our opinions. We know you're all into this whole back to nature or whatever thing, but you don't have to attack us for disagreeing. You're tripping. Ebony crossed her arms. I'm not saying you have to agree, but how would you feel if I had enough time to crack on every horrible hair weave you or anyone else I see wears? My gosh, I'd never have time to get anything else done. And Zoe, nothing nor anyone has been able to get half a nice word from you since that jerk broke your heart in high school. I'm over it with both of you. Either you learn some respect or I'm going to cut our foursome down to 2. It's enough already. We're too old for this crap. My heart pounded in my chest and a ton of bricks dropped from my shoulders. You feel better? Zoe said above a whisper. No. Well, yes, but I don't know why. Her hair was cute. I'm not saying I'll be wearing styles like that, but I can't see someone with something that looks good and say something nice or nothing. Maybe y'all talked about people like this before I decided to go natural, and I'm just noticing. I don't know, but I do know I'm tired of it. A door slam caught our attention. Portia shook her head from the door until she sat next to me. This cannot be life. I mean, what the hell you said to him? Ebony, he is 4 alarm fires hot. Nothing. Someone told him me and Michael were about to move in together and he's been acting like a jackhole since he asked me. I refuse to tell him anything because it isn't his business who I live with. Long as he sends me that check every month, we good. Ebony sucked her teeth. It kinda is his business. You'll have his daughter living in the same space as some random dude. Has he even met Michael? Would you want her around one of his chicken heads on a day-to-day basis without meeting her and liking her? Portia turned her body to face Ebony. No, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't do it anyway. We're both going to move on with our lives at some point. One or both of us will get married. And we might not like each other's people. That ish happens every day, Ebony said. someday, one or all of us are going to have to grow up. I mean, we need to put in an order for some big girl panties because high school was over a long time ago, Portia said. My weekend started rough and ended horrible. The very reason I subjected myself to all the ridicule and frustration of the last few months was to be true to myself. No more relaxers because I hated the way my hair went limp and fought to keep any kind of curl. When people commented on my long, thick, bone-straight hair for years, I craved something full of volume, bouncy curls, and just life. I opened my email excited because one of the vendors from one of the expos I attended emailed me. My excitement turned to fury in less than a second as I read the email, not because I hate being sold on something. According to my dad, I'm a retailer's wet dream, which traumatized me and got my attention because my dad just doesn't use that kind of language. I'm all about a BOGO coupon. Buy now, save later, and don't. No, really, do not offer me anything free. These emails are the reason my father purchased a copy of every book by Michelle Singletary. At one point, I wanted to tell him to stop because he was wasting money. Outside, Dr. Kimbrough's Think and Grow Rich, a black choice, I thought my dad believed Dave Ramsey to be the only person on earth qualified to tell anyone how to save, earn, and grow money. The foolishness of this email made me want to remember where I met the vendor and smack some sense into them. Hard as I went off on my friends to defend my choice to stop relaxing my hair, I'll defend their choice to sew, glue, clip, relax, texturize, dye, fry, and lay their hair to the side. All I needed to set it off between Zoe and me would be to show up anywhere with a shirt that said creamy crack is whack. She and I would be brawling harder than Gangnam Style. Did I take the time to research the connection between fibroids and relaxers after I heard about it? Yes. Did I feel the need to make my friends feel guilty, bad, or irresponsible for the hairstyle they chose? Hell no. Want to risk a platform heel to the side of the head? Threaten to tell a black woman how to wear or not wear her hair. You interested in having a plug of your own hair pulled out in fury from the root? Overstep your bounds on the wrong day with the right quote-unquote sister, and you'll find yourself in some stylist chair for an emergency bald spot cover-up. The nerve and gall of these women to diss someone because they weren't interested in going natural. A black man could be elected president of the United States, but black women couldn't be trusted to make a decision about how they styled the dead protein growing from their scalp. Really? By the third time my laptop made the please stop pressing that button, it doesn't do anything alert, I advanced from seeing red to burgundy. And an alert on my phone reminded me I'd promised my godmother to call her and make a date for lunch. Our relationship took a hit in the time we spent together while I finished my master's degree, but we both wanted to rectify the situation. If anyone could make sense of all the craziness around the natural hair craze, my mama Maya was the woman for the job. Some t-shirts were so cute, but the messages were so side-eye mean to women whose hair had done nothing to warrant me looking down my nose at them. Hell, a few months ago, I used to be one of them. No way on earth I'd ever be comfortable wearing a shirt with any of these sayings. Creamy crack is whack. No lie. Mine would have to say, no lie, recently. What a joke. Just say no to creamy crack. Stay off the creamy crack. Ex-perm addict. Perms are for curly hair, and I wasn't addicted, so you know. Relaxers are evil. How is this productive, necessary, or positive? I was natural before the hype. This one is cute, but still not so nice. I'm off the creamy crack. Wow. I wasn't addicted. I hated every minute. I just didn't know I had alternatives. I just learned about natural hair. The only natural hairstylist who did more than straighten hair in Macon. Several blogs revealed many women in more rural areas still don't have them. One of the girls in my favorite natural hair group on Facebook was asking another poster to have a natural stylist come to their town because she doesn't want to wear weaves or press silken, whatever you call it when they straighten it all the time. My sigh echoed in my living room. It was so loud. After the last relaxed hair hate shirt, I deleted the email without looking at the positive message shirts. The silliness of a need to preach at another woman about my hair with my t-shirt was beyond words for me. I saw a few cute shirts on display when we were at the World Natural Hair Show. I wanted to buy one once I decided what to do. My favorite slogans included different silhouettes of curly hair and afros. Natural girls rock. I love my hair. The only regret I have about being natural is I didn't do it sooner. This is true for me, and I love it. I love being natural. So far, I like the possibility, but I'm not sure if I love it yet. I won't really know if I love it until I cut off my relaxed hair. I dialed my mom Maya's number. Her voicemail started on the second ring. Hey Mom, it's me. Please text, email, or call me with when you're available to hang out. Miss you, Anisa. I hope you enjoyed my Crowning Glory Chapter 10, written and read, so go easy on me, by Shawneda. Up next is Chapter 11.